Last night, the residents of Tellico Plains, Tennessee, barely got any sleep as wild boars kept storming into town, causing chaos. Given the growing seriousness of the situation, we immediately mobilized a response team during the night. After tracking several clues, everything pointed in the same direction. These wild animals had likely migrated from the nearby Cherokee National Forest. As usual, we set off early in the morning, heading toward the forest where the wild boars were hiding. Everyone in the team was fully equipped with weapons, essential gear, and most importantly, our loyal hunting dogs, the indispensable partners in any boar chase. Just as we finished forming up, a herd of wild boars suddenly burst out from the distance in a frantic dash. Without hesitation, we locked onto our targets and opened fire. Gunshots echoed through the woods, and a bullet struck a boar squarely in the body. It tumbled over several times before collapsing to the ground, our first trophy of the day. Roughly 100 meters away, we stayed hidden, our eyes scanning every movement in the dense forest. My familiar rifle was already loaded and cocked. All that remained was to wait for the right moment. After 10 minutes, the sound of pounding hooves suddenly grew louder. I adjusted my aim and pulled the trigger decisively. The gunshot shattered the silence, and the boar I was targeting dropped instantly. A single clean shot, executed with precision, brought an end to the tense wait and delivered an unmatched sense of satisfaction. But that was far from the end. We reloaded quickly, ready for the next intense confrontation. As we moved along the gentle slopes carpeted in dead leaves, a surprising sight awaited us. Herds of wild boars suddenly appeared, charging like a storm and stirring the entire forest. Determined not to lose track, we picked up speed, closed in on them, and quickly narrowed the distance. Moments later, gunfire erupted again, and a full-grown boar was taken down in a flash. I caught up with a boar that had just broken away and swiftly chose a strategic shooting spot. As soon as it dashed past, I acted immediately, bringing it down with a clean, decisive shot, giving it no chance to escape. With our persistent chase and close pursuit, the remaining wild boars had no choice but to reveal themselves. Once a target showed signs of exhaustion and got separated from the herd, it was time for us to strike. This was the moment. In the midst of the bullet storm, every accurate shot meant another wild boar taken down. We took down all kinds, from agile medium-sized ones to large, battle-hardened adults. Each trophy was the result of patience, skill, and seamless teamwork amidst the wild nature. Relocating to a new ambush spot, something suspicious suddenly caught the entire team's attention. Wasting no time, we got into position, eyes sweeping every corner of the surroundings. There it was. That familiar dark silhouette emerged. I held my breath and squeezed the trigger with purpose. The shadow dropped instantly, ending yet another thrilling chase. Recently, a vicious herd of wild hogs showed up right in a residential area, causing chaos and threatening public safety. Unable to let the situation continue, a professional hunting team quickly stepped in, determined to eliminate these destructive invaders. Our entire hunting team arrived early at the mountaintop, with every member quickly moving into position to deploy our formation. While we were fully focused on observing the surroundings, we suddenly spotted a herd of wild hogs on the move. They were clever, constantly changing directions to shake off their pursuit. I quickly gave chase, and the moment I had a clear shot, I decisively pulled the trigger. A precise shot struck a vital spot, instantly dropping one wild hog. Not long after, I spotted another large hog. Before it could veer off to escape, I opened fire, taking down the dark figure in an instant. For the next half hour, we continued tracking, and the strong, hefty hogs running downhill came into the team's sights. Without hesitation, I closed in and fired. What a fantastic moment. A split-second shot landed me another confirmed target. With my trusted hunting rifle in hand, I expanded my search area. This time, I spotted a hog from quite a distance. Still, I decided to take a chance and lock in. My heart was pounding with excitement. Finally, I landed a precise shot. The hog lost its balance and collapsed shortly after. The hunt wasn't over yet. We had just noticed another hog. Amid the rustling of fallen leaves, I kept a close eye and fired several consecutive shots. The resounding gunfire made sure that the hog had no chance to escape. There were so many hogs here that we barely had a search. Every so often, a few would appear as if challenging us hunters. Even if it was just a lone target, we stayed true to the pursuit. This time I took careful aim. The moment the target was dead center in my sights, I pulled the trigger without hesitation. As the afternoon arrived, the whole team mobilized again for another ambush. Our first target appeared, being chased by a pack of hounds. We tried to close in and fired several shots. After that, the team moved to the left side of the mountain. There we suddenly encountered two dark figures charging down. My teammate and I quickly opened fire, constantly adjusting our aim to match the hog's path. One of them veered out and got away, but the other couldn't escape the devastating force of the wind. Before we could even celebrate the previous success, another hog suddenly burst out from the dense canopy. I couldn't afford to miss this opportunity. I raised my rifle, locked in the target, and pulled the trigger. Perfect shot. On the way back, we unexpectedly came across a pair of wild hogs. They tried to flee quickly, but didn't realize that John and I were already blocking their escape. With his rich experience, John fired two clean, decisive shots, taking down one of the hogs within seconds.